Every January, the world seems to burst with resolutions. But for me, January has always felt like a false start. The earth is still asleep, the air is heavy, and my heart, like the garden, isn't ready yet. Every year I find myself waiting for March, because when the soil starts to soften, when the light stretches past dinner time, and when the first green tips push through the cold, that's when the new year truly begins. Long before January claimed the title of first, the ancient Romans began their year in March, Martius. The name honored Mars, not just the god of war, but of renewal, energy, and the turning of the soil. Life returned in March. Seeds were planted. The campaigns of the year began. It made sense. March marked balance, the spring equinox, when light and dark stood equal before the long days ahead. Even our modern months carry the echo of that old rhythm. September, October, November, December. Their names literally mean 7th, 8th, ninth, and 10th. The calendar we use today still carries the ghost of March's crown. So how did we lose this rhythm? Over time, as empires expanded, the need for structure and administration replaced the flow of the seasons. Julius Caesar's reform moved the start of the year to January, the month of Janus, the god of doors and thresholds. The change was political, practical, not spiritual, but it stuck. And somewhere along the way, humanity began celebrating new beginnings right in the middle of winter. But nature never changed her rhythm. The trees still waited, the soil still slept, and the light still returned on her own schedule. I believe that's why so many of us struggle to feel renewed in January. We make lists and promises, but our bodies still remember something older. The truth is, beginnings were never meant to happen in the dark. They were meant to unfold with the light. When you start your year in March, you're moving in step with the earth herself. For gardeners, it's obvious. Seeds don't sprout in January. They rest, they dream, and maybe we're meant to do the same. For gardeners, March feels like a new year because everything begins again, not in our minds, but in the soil. The first seedlings stretch towards the light, the birds start singing longer songs, and we find ourselves instinctively wanting to clean, plant, and begin anew. Even if you aren't a gardener, you've probably felt it, that inner quickening that comes with longer days. It's the earth whispering, "Wake up." That's what inspired me to create my garden calendar and desk companion, a calendar that doesn't rush us into January's cold demands, but waits for the light to return. Each month moves with the natural rhythm of work and rest, planting and pruning, blooming and letting go. It's less about productivity and more about partnership with the seasons. When we start our year in March, we move in rhythm with creation itself. We begin when life begins, when color returns, when the ground softens, when hope feels possible again. It's a small change that changes everything. How we plan, how we rest, how we honor our time. Our ancestors didn't separate spirituality from seasons. Time was sacred because it followed the pulse of the living world. And maybe it's time that we remember that. If January has ever felt too early, too sharp, or too forced, you're not behind. You're simply waiting for the real new year to begin. So when March arrives, don't rush. Step outside, breathe, let the sun find you, and begin again in the rhythm with everything that feels alive. Now, as I sit here in the warmth of summer, surrounded by gardens that are growing faster than I can keep up with, I'm reminded that every season asks something different of us. Summer isn't asking us to start over, it's asking us to tend to whatever's already planted, to water, to nurture, to enjoy the beauty we've worked so hard to create. It's one of the reasons I designed this calendar the way I did. It isn't just a place to write appointments or remember birthdays. It's a gentle reminder that life moves in seasons and that every season has value. Spring is for beginnings, summer is for growth, autumn is for gathering and gratitude, and winter is for rest. Most calendars end in December and ask us to suddenly begin again in January 1st. But nature doesn't work that way. When January arrives, the trees are still sleeping, the garden is still resting, the earth hasn't begun a new cycle yet. That's why this calendar continues all the way through February of 2027. I wanted the winter season to remain whole. I wanted December, January, and February to stay together, just as they exist in nature. A season of reflection, a season of dreaming, a season of quiet preparation before life begins stirring again beneath the soil. So when January arrives next year, instead of feeling pressure to become a completely new person overnight, I hope this calendar reminds you of something gentler. You are not behind, you are not late, you are simply living within the rhythm of the season you're in. And when March arrives once again, the cycle begins anew. The days grow longer, the seeds awaken, the garden calls us back outside, and another beautiful year begins.